All right, good night PNG and welcome to Sports Scene once again. Glad to have your company wherever you're watching the show tonight. We've got lots of news to bring to you. We've got some news from the National Sports Institute. They had an talent ID workshop that took place over the weekend. So our Sports Scene team was out there to cover it, and we've got a little story on that. We also speak to Bob Morris, who's the Best of PNG United FC head coach, and just on his thoughts on how the season is going so far for the best PNG United team in the NSL competition for 2013. But to start off the show for this week, we'll look at the sporting briefs, and here it is.
In the sports briefs this week, Round 6 of the Telecom National Soccer League ended on Saturday with a doubleheader in Port Moresby and a game each in Lae and Kimber. In Port Moresby, the first match was between the two new franchises, FC Pom and NC Civil Oil FC. FC Pom led 1-0 at halftime. It was in the second half that FC Pom slotted in 3 more goals through Alvin Komalong, Captain Michael Foster and Neil Hans. FC Pom thrashing Oro FC 4-0. In the main match that followed, Best of PNG United FC showed why they are dubbed as the Giant Killers as they defeated Eastern Stars FC 2-0, led by speedy captain Jamal Sito, who scored the first goal of the match. In Lae, a 2-2 draw resulted in the match between Welgris FC and Gidira Laitepo Morobe FC, while in Kimber, Hekari United FC beat home side West Nubritan Tabur FC 5-2. The Thunderbolt Softball Club finally ended a 3-year hoodoo, winning its first ever softball crown in the Tabubil Men's Softball Competition on Saturday. The champions thrashed mixed mates in a one-sided affair, 15-0. In the women's grand final, Karanas spoiled the party for Thunderbolts, who nearly had a double celebration, but Karanas won 11-6 in a tiebreaker after the scores were locked at 6-all after the 7th innings. In Super Rugby, Hurricanes came from 6 points behind to snatch a 29-28 victory over the Crusaders. With 6 minutes to full-time, Israel Dag ran in the winning try.
Leua is under the bar.
Crusaders scored 4 tries to 2, however Hurricanes were given 5 penalties. A Dan Carter drop goal attempt in the dying minutes went wide. Meanwhile, Reds extended their unbeaten streak after defeating Rebels 23-13. Reds trailed 13-10 at halftime, however 2 minutes into the second half, youngster Nick Frisbee scored in the left corner. Meanwhile, Brumbies beat Waratahs 35-6 in Canberra.
Wide, Mog up from fullback, puts the kick through! Christian Leofardo, what a try!
Brumbies ran in 4 tries to 0. David Pocock showed trouble for the Brumbies and the Wallabies as he was helped off the field in the 12th minute with a suspected ACL injury which could see him out for 6 months. Brumbies led 21-6 at halftime and did not stop there as they went on to win the match. Meanwhile, in round 1 of the NRL, Roosters and Rabbitohs kicked off the season, the Bunnies registering the first win of the season 28-10 over the Roosters.
And now, the flying Nathan Merritt scores! Merritt finds the line again!
Sea Eagles beat Broncos on Friday night 22-14.
And Horror running a big deep boy. Chewing away, the Medai. It's 2-on-1 down the left side. Medai comes back in third. He scored the try. Medai gets a double.
While Eels thrashed Warriors 40-10 on Saturday night.
Luke Kelly with Hayne inside! Jared Hayne! Consecutive tries for the Parramatta Eels, and the wings are out!
Cowboys running over Bulldogs 24-12, led by the magic of none other than Jonathan Thurston.
It's put down. The kick comes down. Tate played at it.
Yeah, so some great action there over the weekend, of course, and not to forget that the NRL in Australia, that's back for 2013. So a lot of people excited that we get to watch our favourite rugby league stars running around, and victories to the Rabbitohs, Sea Eagles, Eels, Cowboys, Panthers, Storm. Sharks, of course, yesterday evening, and of course the match that you just watched before the show tonight. So that's great to see, and great to see all the sporting action. Congratulations to Tamaros as well. They got to take out the PNG Men's Basketball League, and they get to travel to Fiji to take part in the championships that's going to be taking place over there in the coming months. So yeah, excellent stuff, and of course Super Rugby action, that's of course here on MTV. All right, as we said before, that there was a National Sports Institute who hosted a talent ID workshop that took place over the weekend, and Marie from the sporting team was out there, and she's going to be bringing that story to you after the break. So stay with us. You're watching Sportsing.
Welcome back, viewers, to Sports Scene. Now we take a look at the Talent Identification Program workshop that occurred over the weekend and was arranged by the Sports Foundation and Sports Federation and Olympic Committee. So let's take a look at that story now. The Papua New Guinea Sports Foundation and Papua New Guinea Sports Federation and Olympic Committee recently hosted a workshop in regards to the Grassroots to Goal or Talent Identification Program and the Goal for Goal program. The purpose of the meet was to have discussions on how to effectively deliver these concepts in preparation for the 2015 Pacific Games and beyond. According to Acting Executive Director of the PNG Sports Foundation, Yamo Launa, it was time to look at practical strategies and have clear pathways for competition and development, which will in turn create a structure for athletes, coaches, administrators, and match officials. Launa added that through planned competition, identified talents can gain that winning edge. The PNG Games has set the foundation, and it is up to national federations to progressively continue at international and national levels. During the workshop, Launa encouraged to evaluate the challenges on the 5th PNG Games in Kokopo, East New Britain Province. She also stressed to look forward on the roles of how the PNG Sports Foundation, PNG Games and PNG Sports Federation and Olympic Committee can assist the national federations in capacity building. The workshop was aimed to give a better understanding and to create a practical structure for stakeholders to assist in delivering the PNG Games, Talent Identification Program and Goal for Goal initiative concepts. Don't go anywhere. On the other side of the break, we have the pleasure of speaking to Besta PNG United FC coach Bob Morris. Welcome back, viewers, and thanks for staying with us on Sports Scene. We now take a look at Besta PNG United FC, and we had the pleasure of speaking to their coach, Bob Morris.
Well, I'm happy. Because NSL is a semi-pro competition, and to get Besta, the development team, this far, it's an achievement, especially for the young kids. In fact, I put up the team in the preseason last year. I went select them using the under-20 championship in Madang, and I think most of the players are new to this level of competition, except for Jamal. Jamal was, I think, his 5th year with Besta, and he's the oldest player in Besta. But most of the guys, they are new to semi-pro competition. The secret is, they are just new young players introduced to football with no influence or whatsoever. They did not play semi-pro in their experience. So it's good to deal with young kids with no influence. And I think I really work hard. They really worked hard in training. So the thing that I see in them is they have a lot of talent and skill. So I just tap on using the talent and skills. I'm a coach. I have a level B license coaching. I went to New Zealand just December, and being a licensed coach doesn't mean that you have to win all the games, but you got to work hard for it. So I represented the country in 2007. I assist Marcos Kusmau in the Papua New Guinea team, and also I assist Marcos Kusmau in the World Cup qualifier for women. And then I went out a bit, went out of the picture, and then I came back on 2011. That's when PNG called me up for Besta, assisting Max Foster. And last year I was assisting Max Foster, and then this year Max Foster moved away, so I took over from him. Yes, I respect Max. He's an experienced coach. I think he really taught me a lot when I assist him. But coaching is, is a coach. I'm a coach, so it's the day performance. But the thing is, my players really worked hard for it. My training program is 6 hours a day. So I think they really worked, their conditioning fitness is very high. So that was what they, edged other team in terms of conditioning. Jamal is an inspiring player. He's an influential player with one person, and when you influence others, they just follow. And he's a very good leader in his own rights. Well, great, yes, I'm happy, but it's just normal, players shifted from clubs to clubs. We can't really say they're runners-up last year, because I see in Eastern Star they have a lot of new players. They're all players left. So it's just like, players come and go, but it's really the coaches need to work hard. And that's what Besta's achieved so far. We won 5 games and 1 draw, and we have Hekari to play. So at this point in time, we're undefeated. So is Hekari, so I'm looking forward to meet Hekari. I think I beat Hekari last year in the. That's right.
The only team that
beat Hekari, so they were under my command last year, so they're beatable. But it's just Hekari is more disciplined, good management. So I think other clubs should, follow the benchmark that Hekari has set. So I'm looking forward. In fact, we are playing them next week. My 8 players are going. I have other players to fill in, but I can't really predict because they have experience. They have a lot of experience, a lot of exposure, and we'll try our best. If we stick to our plan and the way we are playing, I think they can beat us, but they will, try hard to beat us.
And there you have it, speaking to the coach of Besta PNG United FC, Bob Morris, and we congratulate Besta PNG United. They're doing so well, back-to-back wins, and we wish them all the best for the season 2013. We'll go for a break now. When we come back, there's lots more on Sports Scene.
All right, well, time to wrap up the show for another week, and it certainly has been good. We got to talk to Besta United's coach, and of course, we had a look at the Talent ID workshop that took place, hosted by the National Sporting Institute. So it's great to see a lot of things happening in the world of sport here in PNG. Okay, don't forget, NRL action is this round 2. MTV will be broadcasting all matches live, if not delayed. So for Thursday, we've got the Eels versus the Bulldogs. On Friday night, we've got the Dragons and the Broncos. And then, of course, Saturday, you've got Cowboys, Storm, Warriors and Roosters. On Sunday, you've got the Titans and the Raiders, Tigers versus the Panthers, Seagulls versus the Knights. And, of course, on Monday night, you've got the Rabbitohs and the Sharks. And all matches you get to watch, so you can't miss it. You can't get tired of it. And if you've missed a match, don't worry. There's heaps of other NRL Rugby League matches that you can catch here on MTV. All right, and also another reminder for the nominations for the SP Sports Awards. That's for 2013, recognizing achievements in 2012. Get those nominations in. You can check in the newspapers. Both daily newspapers. You can call the PNG Sports Federation, or you go to the Facebook page. Visit it, SP Sports Awards. Like the page, And then, of course, you can collect the form from there. Fill out the nomination form. Get them in before March the 28th. They close on that day. And then, of course, we're going to see who the finalists are and then await for the awards night on March the 25th. So please get those nominations in. And let's see a lot of these names being recognized for the efforts that they put in 2012. Other than that, it's been a great show. We'll see you all next Monday night. If you're going to be playing sports this week and over the weekend, do play hard, play safe, but most of all, enjoy it. Good night. See you next Monday.